Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Palantir is down for the week around 13 or 14%. And I understand that you're asking yourself, do you buy, do you sell, or do you trade? You have no idea what to do, but you want to maximize your profits in the stock market. To this, I'm going to say, I got you. I made a video yesterday where I said that I am buying 20,000 shares of Palantir at $17. And the way I'm doing this is doing a cash secured put. For anybody that doesn't understand what this is, or maybe if some people think that I'm lying, I'll show you the trade. This is the trade right here. This is for Palantir. The expiration is going to be 12/15, which is next Friday. I put this in at 12/6, which was yesterday at 3:43 p.m., right before the market was closing. I put in 200 contracts. So every contract is 100 shares. 200 times 100 is 20,000. I am saying that I am willing to buy Palantir at $17, 20,000 shares at December 15th if Palantir is $17 or lower. For this, I collected a premium of $10,000. Okay, I collected 50 cents a share. They hit me with some regulatory fees. It came out to $9,994. I make the $9,994 no matter what. That is my money to keep. For this, all I'm saying is I am willing to buy the shares of Palantir if they're $17 or less at $17. The money I'm collecting is called a premium. The reason I'm collecting it is because I'm the bank. I am selling, not buying options. About 85% of all options expire worthless. So if you are a buyer of options, you probably are losing money, especially over the long term. As a matter of fact, the only person that I know that has a successful long strategy for options is this guy right here. That's my man, Jesse, at Micro to Macro Zero. He's absolutely amazing. He's been killing it. He literally grew his account this year from like 100 to 36,000. And he does a lot of options trading. So he does a lot of long options tradings, or he's a buyer. I'm like the Jesse of short options, which is the seller or the bank of options. When I said that I was going to buy 20,000 shares of Palantir, I have to lock up funds. So I have to lock up 200 times 17. It ends up being around $330,000. So I'm putting up $330,000 as collateral to buy those shares, which I will if it hits $17, but I'll see what happens next week because there's options and options where I could roll that out. But the $10,000 that I collected in premium is mine to keep no matter what happens. And then I use that money to invest in something else, or I use that money to buy something in life and enjoy my life. The problem is not everybody has $330,000 lying around. Not everybody has $33,000 lying around. And not everybody even has $3,000 lying around. But most people have $300 lying around. I got a lot of interest in that last video. So I'm going to show you a live trade when it comes to Palantir. And I'm going to go over what I'm thinking in a Palantir trade. The trade that I'm going to show you literally is free. You heard me right. In a lot of instances, what I'm going to show you right now is a free trade. You don't even need any money to do that. However, with everything in life, things are tricky, and you should definitely do your own due diligence, do your own research. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advising you to do anything except for do your own research. And don't follow me on this trade. This is just giving you an example of the power of options. And especially when you are the bank or when you are the seller of options, not the buyer of options, you could make a ridiculously good amount of passive income. And unlike a lot of YouTubers, I'm literally showing you my trades. If you want to support my channel and you want to know more and you have questions, there's channel membership down below. It's $3 a month. If I get more people to sign up, I got like 70 people right now. I'll be happy to do more lives. I'll be happy to do more due diligence. I'll be happy to do more everything if I can grow my community. But yeah, this is a legitimate. I'm making money with this, and I'll literally show you some trades that are expiring tomorrow and some new trades that I'm making for next week, specifically in Palantir. So if this is something that you like, just sit back, relax, and try to pay attention. There's something called a put credit spread. A put just means you think the price is going to go down. In general, let's make it very, very basic. Credit means you are collecting money, and spread just means that you're making two different bets. For a cash secured put, the one that I just did for Palantir, I'm making one option bet. It's not stacked with anything. And I have to put up a lot of collateral. By doing a put credit spread instead of a cash secured put, you don't have to put up that collateral. The collateral you put up is going to be a lot less to actually zero. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a moment that most people don't talk about. I hope you guys appreciate this stuff. So right now I'm going to be showing you how to do a put credit spread. And again, I am not advising you to do this. I am not giving you advice. I am just showing you my own personal plays. If you make money, fantastic. If you lose money, also fantastic. It's on you. Check this out. So the price of Palantir for the last 5 days is down 14%. And it's, touching this $17 mark. Now, even numbers in general is a psychological barrier. So you want to be able to try to take advantage of this huge dip. Now, in the history of Palantir, it is extremely volatile, but for it to have a negative 14, 15% week, that's a lot, even for Palantir. Yeah, 7%, 8%, 10%, but 14, 15%, that's a lot. So what we want to do is try to capitalize on this and try to make an options trade based on exactly this. But how are you going to make an options trade? And how are you going to do technical analysis on this as well? This is called a Bollinger Band, and this is called the RSI. The RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. You have this yellow line right here, and all this yellow line is your average. And the purple line is the actual strength that you have. And then you have a range of strength. Anything above 70 in general is overbought and is due for a correction down. For example, right here. And you could see the price correlated to actually the RSI, right? You see, so right here it was overbought, boom, and then the price absolutely dropped, which is this, and then it starts recovering, and then it's within this channel, okay? Anytime you have anything under 30, it means that it is oversold and it is due for a run up. If you want to go a little deeper, you have a purple line and a blue line. And anytime this purple line goes above the blue line, that's bullish. If you zoom in on it right now, that purple line went up and now it's back to even. So you don't know what's going to happen. But what I do know is the price is all the way at the bottom. This is called a Bollinger Band. A Bollinger Band takes a 20-day moving average. It gives you a range between the price fluctuation. This range is around 95%. And whenever there's extreme volatility, this Bollinger Band is going to get tighter. Whenever there's no extreme volatility, the Bollinger Band usually gets wider. So now you have this extreme volatility right here. And then you have your moving average, which is the middle line, we can call it. And then you have the Bollinger Band right here that is hitting at the bottom. So the price is hitting at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. So since the RSI, let me just make this into a one-day chart. Things change on one day. So because the RSI, okay, the RSI right here is at the lower levels, okay, it's not high, it's low, it's at 39. Remember, 30 is oversold. And since the price of Palantir actually broke through the Bollinger Band right here, it seems like this huge correction of Palantir of 14% over 5 days, based on the RSI and based on the Bollinger Band, is overdone or starting to be overdone. Now, technical analysis is just one thing that you're looking at. It's not the end all, be all. And there's a lot more things to look at, but this is you setting yourself up for a trade. Also, as you can see right here, the RSI is starting to turn up, and you want this to go up. If you go back into a smaller chart, if you go into the 1 minute chart, you see that Palantir is oversold like crazy. It bounced back up, right? Look at this. You see, like clockwork, it was under the 30. It bounced back up, and you could see that the RSI bounced above the moving average. Bollinger Bands right here as well. It touched this bottom line, and then it started to recover. Again, that's on the minute chart. You can go on any charts you want. You got to use, there's no like 100% what works. There's just a bunch of different indicators, and you got to read the tea leaves, as my man Jesse says. And everybody has their own style, right? So whatever my man Jesse does, I started my style based on his style, but then I tweaked it for my own purposes. So this is a Jesse chart like this. He has like a million things that he's looking at, right? It's totally different. So I don't know what's going to end up happening with Palantir in the long run, but I want to set up a trade. So this is one trade that I have. This is a trade that I did on Monday, and this trade expires actually Friday. And this trade is a put credit spread for this Friday, where I'm saying that I don't think Palantir is going to go below $17. Now, this might become worthless and I might have lost my money, and that's okay, but I want to put in a new trade. I want to double down because I think that Palantir got absolutely shellacked. So, how do you do this? Let's go into Palantir. Let's go into trade options. I want to do a builder. When I do my builder, this is going to be my option strategy right here. This is going to be a put credit spread. It's a bullish strategy. This is going to be set up for you if you want to do this. The width is always going to be within 50 cents. That's fine for me. And then the only thing you got to do is trade your date. I want to change my date to Friday instead of this Friday in 1 week. And then you're going to have a lot of options. So what you're saying is, in plain English, it will not go below a certain price by the end of next week. So I want to do something very, very simple. What I want to do is I want to take out my calculator. This is going to help me as well. And what I want to do is I want to take $17 and then I want to times it by 0.85. So what I'm hoping is that Palantir is not going to have another 15 weeks. So I'm automatically looking at a price of $14.50, $15. I'm going to take that in addition to the technical analysis, and I'm going to go down. So I'm going to see something for 15 right here. So if I click on the 15, there's going to be something called Greeks. So what you want to do is do the first put right here. If you're going to go to the Greeks, there's going to be a 0.09. A 0.09 means that this contract has a 9% chance for actually expiring not worthless, which means you have a 91% chance that this is going to be in your favor. Now, that's a little bit low. In general, you want to look for something like 0.1 to 0.15. This is a little bit low. However, it is a not sure bet, but this is a very, very solid bet. So let's say I do click on this one. Let's just say for an example, I do click on this one. The premium that I'm collecting is really small. It's only going to be 2 cents. If I collect this premium for 2 cents, what's going to end up happening is they're going to give you this little chart. I am risking $48 to make $2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Adam, $2 is not a lot of money. And to this, I'm going to say, you're right, $2 is not a lot of money. But $2 of $48 is approximately 1% on your money. 1% on your money for a week's time, and you have a 91% chance of this actually not hitting. So you're going to collect your 1% of the money for a week's time. And then they give this little chart. As long as the price is going to be above $15, you're good. Nothing happens. If the price is going to be between $14.98 and $15, you still make something. And then if it's going to go below $14.50, you completely lose out on your money. All right? Very, very simple. And this trade is you are saying that you will sell a put at 15 and buy a put at 14.50. So you're saying you will buy shares at $15 and you will sell your shares at 14.50. That's what you're doing. If you don't like this one because the premium is really low, you can go to 15.50. All right. At 15.50, if you click on this, all of a sudden the Greeks are 0.14. And now you have around an 86% chance for you to actually win, while the person who's buying this contract from you, who's giving you the premium, has a 14% chance. However, all of a sudden you're making a lot better return on your money. You're making 4 cents. So if you go a little bit lower now, you're putting up $46, which is your max loss, to make $4. Now, $4 of $46 is a lot more, right? $4 of $46. Now you're talking about making 7% on your money, 8% on your money, approximately. It's becoming a lot more lucrative. Remember, this is in 1 week's time. So you're saying that Palantir will not go below 15.50 next week. All right, cool. So now let's do this. Let's do 17 times 0.90. All right. So you're saying that Palantir will not go down approximately 9%. All right, approximately 9%. 17 times 0.91. All right, there you go. So you're giving yourself a 9% buffer that Palantir will not go down that 9%. Now, remember, you have the technicals. It seems like, based on the technicals, that Palantir is going to go up in price, not down in price. So, for example, if Palantir was trading right here, up here, then yes, you would say that Palantir's price is going to go down. And look exactly what this was. This was Monday, guys. At Monday, Palantir was trading at the top of this, but now Palantir is trading at the bottom of this. So let me show you how to make this trade. I think I am comfortable making 8% on my money. I'm going to review this trade, but instead of me making a small bet, I'm going to end up doing 50 contracts. All right. So I am putting up $2,300 to make $200. That's the trade over here. This is the trade that I'm going to be doing. If this is a trade that you don't feel comfortable, don't do this trade. You could get a better trade. But this is going to be a 14 delta. And based on my technicals, I do not think that Palantir is going to be 15.50 or lower next week. So then all I got to do is click review your order. Boom, that's the order right here. Brokerage, boom, 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 boom. And now I'm going to press. And as you can see, this is going to be my trade right here. Now, what's interesting right here, you're going to see this little button that says collateral, right? There's a little button that says collateral. If I'm going to go to my front screen and I'm going to click on my buying power, you're going to see this little thing that says pending orders, $2,300. Now, this pending order for $2,300 is literally the collateral for this trade. Let me explain that again. The money that you're using as a collateral for this trade is taken out of your margin. However, if Palantir does not hit 15.50 or lower by the end of Friday, I don't have to pay this. And I collect my $200 in premium right away. So let's just review this really, really fast again. A cash secured put allows you to grow your portfolio extremely aggressively, especially if you have a small portfolio, a $1,000 portfolio, a $10,000 portfolio, or smaller, right? Up small until medium. The higher your portfolio, the bigger your portfolio, you're not going to be as aggressive with these plays. You're going to be a lot more lax with these plays. Now, at the end of the day, you can lose your money. But if you manage your risk, you're going to be okay. Now, I collected a premium. If I see that this trade is going sideways, that this trade is going down, I will get out of the trade. Once Palantir is going to go to, let's say, 16 bucks, I can close out the play. And the amount of money that I have in this play, either I'm going to break even because I collected that premium, or I might lose a little bit. But I'm not going to be losing whatever I put up for collateral, which is that 2,200, 2,300, whatever the number is. This is the power of being the bank in options. This is a way to play Palantir. If anybody has questions, just ask. I wish more people would do their own research, do their own due diligence. Now you know how to do it. Now you know how to do technical analysis, and now you know the theory behind it. I hope it helps you. And be very, very careful in all stock market trades. Be very, very careful doing options. And I am not advising anybody to do anything except for do your own research, do your own due diligence. This is 100% an indemnification. Like, bro, don't do what I'm telling you. I'm just a YouTuber. You need to do what's good for you as I'm doing what's good for me. Whether you're making $200 on a play or you're making $4 on a play, it's all relative to the size of your account. If you only have $500 laying around, well, go ahead and make your 8% on your money. 8% every single week adds up. You can 3-4x your money. There is a chance that you lose money. But what I'm trying to say is if you're doing technical analysis, and not every technical analysis is good for everybody. Some people's technical analysis is better for you. Some other people's technical analysis is better for other people, so on and so forth. But if you're doing technical analysis that's the basis for your trades, then it's going to make your life a lot easier. Let me show you one other thing really, really fast. This is the trade. I'm waiting for the trade to actually get filled, all right? I'm waiting for the trade to get filled. It did not get filled yet because I am asking for 4 cents. The current bid is 3 cents. And your ask is usually between the bid and the ask price. So your limit, what you're asking is in between this. This might or might not get filled, but 1 penny is a really, really big difference in terms of the percentage that you're making on the play, if that makes sense. I hope this helps you. Thank you very much. And if I missed anything, let me know. If you find this appealing, if you find this helpful, support the channel. It's $3 a month. I have a link down below. And I am very bullish on Palantir in general. And it seems like the downtrend of Palantir is ending. And it seems like this 1550 would be a bottom-ish of Palantir, at least until this coming Friday. I could be wrong. I could lose it all, or I could make my 8% on my money. And that's also good. Thank you and have a great day.